Hello friends, Adam here with FED. So today we're doing a dad tier list for Tier List Tuesday because that's what the people requested. So here we are. Sorry. Okay, so the music you hear right now is actually just from a YouTube video. And there's an image, here I'll just show it. There's an image on the background. And then this Kirby popped up, and I wasn't ready for it. He's just so happy and dancing. Oh no, that's too good. That's too good. I think it might be a little quiet, actually. Let's turn it up a little bit. That's too good. Okay, sorry about that. Focused. Okay, so Dad tier list. This was requested in the Discord by quite a few people for Tier List Tuesday. So, this is the tier list we're doing for Tier List Tuesday. Dad tier list. And we're also going to be including people who may not necessarily be dads by the most traditional sense, but they're like a father figure or a guardian figure to someone. And I think they'd be nice to include as well. So, let's get started with the OG here. The first dad we see in this that is in the series ever. That's Cornelius. Cornelius is Marth's father, just so you guys know. He's talked about in, I think he's talked about in FE11. I don't know if he's talked about much, maybe a little bit in FE1 and FE3 Book 1 and stuff. But my biggest impression from him is from the Fire Emblem anime, where he essentially tells Marth that he sucks. So I'm gonna say he's a crap dad. He's a crap dad. He insults his son, tells him that he's worthless. That's messed up. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I remember. So that's where I'm gonna put him. Alright. Next. Oh man, these got all jumbled up. I had them in order. And for some reason, Ike's here. Ike's not a dad. Get out of here, Ike. Get out of here. BS crap. Man, I had them in order when I put them in, but I guess they got all randomized. I thought I had them alphabetical, but obviously I was not even close. Not alphabetical. I guess they are alphabetical is what it did. That's what it did. Whatever. So I guess next we'll move on to Bantu. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Right at the top. Yeah, again, Bantu's not necessarily a dad by the most traditional sense, but hey, he's like a father figure to Tiki. Tiki looks up to him. And I think, honestly, I don't really have a good place to put him. He's kind of a good role model, right? He's a good guy. You know, I think we need a new tier. I think we need a new tier. Hate to do it, but we're gonna add a tier. We'll make it pink for fun. Oh, I guess that one's gonna be pink. New tier for Bantu, and that is like, I don't know if he's a great role model, but he's definitely like, I'm just gonna call him caring. Yeah, he's just a caring dragon man. Yeah, that's him. Didn't really know what else to do, but yeah. I want to say he's a great role model, but he does lose Tiki, so I don't know. Okay, moving on to, I think, FE2 now. I might miss some stuff. We got Rudolph, who is okay. Spoilers starting right now for every Fire Emblem game of all time. Rudolph is a I'm gonna say he's a bad. I'm not gonna say he's a crap dad because what he did, like, he had reasons for what he did, and he did leave his child. Again, spoilers. He did leave Alm in the care of someone who was very trustworthy. Let's be honest. So I'm gonna put him in bad example because, like, why are you shipping your kid off? But he did it for a good reason. I'm gonna say that, actually, you know, we're gonna put him in doesn't know how to dad but tries. He tried. He tried. Doesn't know how to dad, but he tried. Freaking Rudolph, man. Alright. Myson will be next. Where are you, Myson? He should be in the middle somewhere, right? Because M. There's Hannibal. What? Where's Myson? Oh, there he is. Old man Myson. There he is. Myson, I don't have anything but to say, but he's just a great role model, right? Look at him. He took two children in that aren't even his. Essentially, like, and he did it all like out of a sense of duty to like save the world, right? Just great role model overall. Myson's awesome. I know they call him their like grandpa or whatever, but he's their father figure. He's a father figure to Alm and Celica for a short time. I think great role model, stand up dude. And that brings us to Noma, who I saw just a second ago. Noma, who, to a lesser extent than Myson, acts as kind of a father figure to like Celica. So I don't know if I'd call him a great role model, but I don't know, he's like a bishop, right? So he's probably a good person, like of his church. But I imagine he would be, like, a pretty, like, embarrassing dad. I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna put him in great role model. Actually, no, we will. Bishop guy. He's probably a good man. Probably. I don't know. We don't know a whole lot about him, I don't think. I imagine he's a good man. Although he gets lost and just, like, appears in tunnels. What the heck? I'm gonna put him in cares but embarrasses. What kind of dad does that? It's like, has to be saved by their daughter. In, like, just hidden in some, like, tunnels or something underneath a big, like, temple thing. What the heck, man? Yeah, he's an embarrassing dude. Okay. I'm okay with that. Alright, we're just gonna start moving into the FE4 characters, and I'm just gonna maybe I'm gonna stop going in chronological order. Actually, never mind. We gotta do Jagan. There we go. Jagan. I'm gonna put Jagan in great example. You know, basically raised Marth after through his teen years. Kind of awesome. So yeah, Jagan's dope. And you know, he basically like single-handedly trained the next generation of knights to like save the world and stuff. It's kind of awesome. You know, training like Marth, Cain, Abel, Drog, Gordon. Awesome stuff. So great role model in my opinion. Really, really great, awesome person. Okay, Alec. I would put Alec in bad example. He's a very he's a womanizer, right? So I'm gonna put him in bad example. Bad example to his children. If he, you know, got to raise them. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Aloise. He's definitely a dad joke machine, right? Aloise is going to be nothing but dad jokes. He's just going to, like, we see it in Three Houses. But he's also, like, super unaware. He'd probably be really embarrassed. Cares but embarrassed. He could go in either dad joke machine or cares but embarrasses his children. I'm going to be a dad joke machine. Arvis. This is a really hard one, because it's hard to put him in crap dad, because the fact that his child turned out so bad isn't necessarily his fault. And that's something that is important to remember as a parent, too. You can't see it. Something important to remember as a parent, too, is that, like, you could be the best parent in the world, but your child still has their own, like, make their own decisions. But all his actions leading up to becoming a dad and why he was a dad's kind of messed up, so I'm going to put him in crap dad. Arden would definitely be cares but embarrasses. He would want so badly for his children to accept him, because that's like his whole shtick. He just wants people to like him and care about him and notice him, but they just like don't. But so he would try really hard to be like the best dad in the world, but it would embarrass his kids to no end. Azel. You know, Azel, I'm gonna change Caring Dragon Man to just Caring Father. Caring Father. Nothing special about him. I think they just care so much about their kids and they do a good job. Barter. Maybe it's the mustache, but I just think the mustache just like means funny man to me, I guess. So yeah, Barter's gonna go into dad joke machine. I imagine he would also just be kind of embarrassing to Fur growing up too, but we're gonna say dad joke machine. Alright, and also we just have awakening characters, and like all the male awakening characters can technically be a father in some capacity. I'm going to put Basilio into doesn't know how to dad, but tries. I imagine he'd be a very strict, kind of scary guy as a dad. Beowulf. I'm going to say bad example. And that's only because of the whole thing with Rockassus. He's literally like, he like just breaks up a home because he's like, hey, why don't you go run off with Finn, essentially, which is kind of sad. So I think that's a bad example. Shouldn't give up on marriage. Marriage can work out. Bloom. Oh, Bloom's a crap dad. Bloom's a crap dad. And not necessarily for how he treated Ishtar or Ishtor, but how he treated like Teltu and Tinny and all that. How let all that happen. So yeah, Ishtar, bad dad. Horrible, horrible dad. Not Ishtar, sorry. Bloom. Brendan Reed. Another one that I'm going to put into... I don't know. Is he doesn't know how to dad but tries? I don't know enough about Brendan Reed. I'm going to put him in like... bad example at the very least, because he's like manipulated and stuff by like Sonya and whatever, right? But yeah, someone correct me on that one. I'm tempted to put him into doesn't know how to dab but tries. Crom definitely doesn't know how to dab but tries. Definitely. Crom I don't think is a very good dad. But hey, he tries. He tries. Claude. Okay, Claude, he's got to go into great role model, right? I mean, he's a holy man. He doesn't seem like he would embarrass his children all that much. I feel like he would just be an upstanding dude to his kids. Just teach them how to live right. You know, that'd be his whole goal. He might not be perfect, because no dad is. But he would try to raise them right, you know? Dude, I got a fruit fly right in my face. This is so annoying. Quan. Okay, a lot of people think Quan is a crap dad because he brought Altina to a battlefield. But in his defense, they didn't know it was going to be a battlefield at that point. Ethelyn was literally just like, I just want to stay with you for a while because I love you and I just want to just stay with you as long as I can because I might not see you again because you're going to battle and you might freaking die, you know? So, like, I don't think he's not a crap dad. He's not a crap dad. I think he's a caring father. He just wanted to be with his wife and child for a while. They got ambushed, you know what I mean? So it's like, they were literally just like, it was like going on a car ride together and then dropping, and there was like, you know, dropping dad off at work and then going home. That's kind of how it was supposed to be. But it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. Hey, Dagdar. Dagdar, definitely. Again, maybe it's just the goofy beard mustache combo. I think he would just be a dad joke machine. He would try to be funny, and it just wouldn't work. All right, Danon, bad dad. No, crap dad. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, just yeah, we're just gonna say he's a bad dad. Let's leave it at that. Same for, I forgot his first. Is it Lugdrin? Lundrin on the Duke of Laos. Eric raises Eric and basically abandons him. He literally abandons Eric on the battlefield and just says, "Hey, do this for me," and like, I'm not gonna help you. Bye. Messed up. Bad guy. All right, Dan, you know, I'm gonna put him into great role models. He trained his kids on how to be all like bowmanship and stuff, which is cool. And he's also like the leader of his tribe and he's just doing what he can. Probably a great role model. All right. Ooh, King Desmond. This is Zephiel's dad. Bad dad. Horrible crap dad. He literally is just horrible. He freaking killed his son's fox just because he wanted to. Because he was like, oh, you're too much of a wuss bag. I'm gonna kill your fox. Essentially, makes me sad. Bad dad. Horrible dad. And he tried to kill Zephiel on multiple occasions. Is also part of it. So, you know, horrible dad. I'm gonna put him into doesn't know how to dad but tries because, you know, he's like 13 or something. Super kind of gross when you think about it. Donald. You know, Donald would be a caring father through and through. He would just care so much. You know, I'm gonna move Claude down to caring. He'd just care. He'd care so much. He'd do anything for his kids probably. Yeah. Dorius. Okay, Dorius I know isn't necessarily. This is like probably the biggest stretch on here. But Dorius did act as kind of a father figure to Leaf in both FE5 and also prior to FE5. So I'm going to put him into great role model. You know, sacrifices, literally, I was going to say life and limb, but he literally sacrifices both his life and his limb. First his limb and then his life for his country and to protect the Leaf. So it's just, there's no greater sacrifice that can be made, man, than giving your own life, I guess. All right, Albert. I don't know what to do with Albert. I don't know enough about Albert. You know, he's probably just like generic caring father guy. But look at that mustache. I don't know. Just that a mustache alone is enough to embarrass your child. Okay, Ella Wood. I honestly think Ella Wood's kind of a bad dad. I'm going to put him into bad example. I'm not going to say he's a bad dad necessarily. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him in bad example because he let his child become a soldier and general of an army. Roy's like 15. Roy's like 15 or 16 in FE6. Why would you let your 15-year-old son lead an army? Let him be a kid, man. Messed up. And I know medieval times, whatever. I don't care. All right, Eldogan. Eldogan. It's really hard to say. You know, you could say he's a great role model because he did everything he could to save his country, and he thought he was doing what was right. But he ended up leaving. You know, he ends up leaving. You know, Ares fatherless because of his poor decision making. But I don't think you can really hold that against him. He's definitely not crap. He's not a bad example. He's definitely very chivalrous. Chivalrous. I'm gonna put him in. He's a great. Honestly, Eldogan's a great role model. Again, you know, like, did he make the greatest decisions in life? No, but he did what he could to help Sigurd when he could. But he always put his country first. I think that's actually something to really uphold. Okay, Muarim essentially adopted Tormod, right? Essentially adopted Tormod, just a great father. Very caring. I don't think there's anything. I'm gonna put him like up here. He really cares about Tormod, and it's obvious, and I kind of love their relationship. It's one of my favorites in Radiant on Path of Radiance. Okay, Nasir, we don't get to see him be a dad, we only see him be a grandfather, because he's Ina's grandfather, we never meet, like, Ina's mother or father or whatever, so... He is interesting to put up here. I'm gonna say he's kind of a bad example, though. As a grandfather. I don't know, though. He might be fine. He might be a fine father. We're gonna put him in a bad example. I think he does care, but I don't think he does a good enough job. Nielucci. Nielucci. Definitely cares but embarrasses. He cares so much about Naysala. He tries so hard to raise Naysala right. But Naysala is the total kind of guy that would just be embarrassed by everything his old man did. So yeah, cares but embarrasses for sure. Rajan. Rajan makes me sad. Because, you know, technically he is a dad. But he passes away before his child's born, which is really sad. And he was, like, brainwashed, manipulated, and stuff. It's really sad, man. Really sad story. Like, honorable mention, I don't know where to put him. But to be respectful, I'm going to put him into, like, caring father. Because I imagine he would have been. Alright, Saffron. Saffron. Okay, my initial thought for Saffron, and again, he's like a role model to, or like leader, not leader, he's kind of like a father figure to Sonaki. So my initial thought was great role model, but then I thought more about it, and I was like, he's kind of a bad example. He's really manipulative, right? And did everything, like, I'm sure he genuinely cared about Sonaki, right? But was everything he did to get to the ends of, like, you know, Radiant Dawn, like, was everything meant to be just, like, kind of bad? Is he a crap dad? Like, is he actually a crap dad? That's what I gotta wonder, you know? Do I put him in crap dad? Do I put him in bad example? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna put bad example. Because he, like, manipulated everybody and stuff. Alright, Fado. I don't really think we see Fado do much as a dad. I mean, I'll just put him in caring father, whatever. Ashnard, crap dad. Literally sent his son away. Because it wasn't good enough for him, essentially. That's basically what happened, right? That's what happened to... Again, spoilers. Spoiler. To Soren. Sad. Degincia. I'm gonna say he just doesn't know how to dad, but he tries. I feel like he's the kind of guy that goes to bed at night, you know, talks to his wife, and it's just like, you know, I'm trying. I don't know how to get through to these. I don't know how to get through to this kid. I don't know how to help him. I don't know what I'm supposed to do as a dad. So yeah, doesn't know how to dad, but he tries his best. Grail. I think he's a bad example of a dad. I think Grail's a bad example. That might get some people upset, because people like Grail. But he literally, without telling anyone, goes off to this like weird battle to the death duel with the Black Knight. And literally has no chance of winning. Does he think he has a chance of winning? He has no chance. He gets freaking murdered. He literally didn't use the only weapon that had the opportunity. Like, the Black Knight threw him a weapon and said, hey, this weapon can kill me. So here, use this weapon. And he's like, no, I don't need it. I got my trusty axe or whatever. The axe literally can't hurt the Black Knight. Just, ugh, so frustrating. So, yeah, bad example. Just runs off to die without telling anyone. And his son has to come and just, like, see him get murdered. Ugh. And then leaves Mist alone, too. Ugh, so sad, man. So sad. All right, Largo. Largo's one of my favorite dads in the series. Him and Khalil are some of my favorite parents in the series in general. Probably just because I relate. On some level. So Largo in Radiant Dawn, if you don't know, he's not playable, but it's because he suffered some major injuries and stuff, all that. But him and Khalil get married and they adopt Amy, who is also, Amy is also, not only is she just like a sad child, she's a branded child, which is essentially Bjork, or the human characters, hate branded people, and the Lagoos like literally just pretend they don't exist. So these two kind people bring in this branded child, Amy, into their lives, regardless of any backlash they might receive if people found out what like her true lineage, and they just bring her in and care for her. It's so sweet. I love it. So yeah, Largo, one of my heroes, actually. Okay, Oscar. Caring father. We'll just put him in caring father. So Oscar, again, isn't really a dad, but he is more of he's a father figure to Rolf, and to a slightly lesser extent, I would say Boyd. Because, you know, they don't have a dad at that point, and he just kind of raises them. So, yeah, I love Oscar. And he's a great cook. Awesome. And he's pretty smooth with the ladies with that, too, if you read his supports like 10th and stuff. All right, Corn. Corn represents every Fate's dad. That's all I'm doing. Corn represents every Fate's dad. He is just... I'm going to put him, like, here, I think. He is bad. He's horrible. All Fate's dads are bad. You know why? Because they put their kids in those weird little pocket universe dimensions or whatever, their own little planet things, and they just leave them there. So these kids literally grow up without parents. It's, like, horrible. That's so sad. Bad dads. Bad dads. Just abandons them. Finn. Particularly FE5 Finn. I mean, FE4 Finn's great too, but FE5 Finn is like peak father. One of the best dads of all time in fiction series ever. Finn is so cool. He raises not only his own child in Nana, but he also raises Finn. Not Finn. He also raises Leaf and does everything he can to protect them and help them become like just good people. And it's just he tries to give them a childhood and have them like be with other kids, as like evidenced by Leaf being like knowing like having passing relations like like Lewin and like Safi. He does, even though Leaf doesn't remember. So, like, they tried to have these like relationships with other kids. Marita is another good example. Just Finn did everything he could. Great dad, great role model. Frederick, he would really embarrass his children, let's be honest. Gaius, I think he just doesn't know how to dad. Galzus, it hurts me, but I think I do have to put Galzus in a crap dad. Unless someone in the comments can tell me if there was like a good reason for why he left. I think we have to put Galzus in crap dad. Gilbert makes me sad. Because I feel like he does have like genuine remorse and wants to be a better dad, but yeah, he's a pretty bad dad. Gregor, dad joke machine for sure. Hannibal, great role model. Again, I have a soft spot for the fathers and mothers in the series of Fire Emblem that adopt children regardless of their like who they are or where they came from. I just really love that, and I think Hannibal's a great example. Hawkeye, I think, is another. Actually, I don't know what I don't know what Igreen is it Igreen? How do you ever say her name? I don't know how she feels about her father. I would assume he just embarrasses his child though. Hector, I think I have to put him by Ellawood. Similar things, like let your child become like a leader of an army. Essentially, it's kind of sad. Henry, I haven't read the supports, but I imagine he's a bad dad. Hicks. Very caring father. Obviously, he talks about his children often, and he really cares about them. I think that is his escape quote. He always mentioned his children. Very concerned father, but he's doing what he can to like save the country, save the world, so that his children have a good place to be raised. Holland would definitely not know how to dad. Jamka would be, he would just be a caring father for sure. Gerald's hard, but honestly, he's probably a great role model, right? He did everything he could to protect Byleth, right, from Rhea. But then he just like lets him back in Rhea, like in the monastery and stuff, like instead of protecting him, But at that point, I know Byleth is like old enough to make their own decisions, so it's hard to say. And Byleth doesn't get embarrassed, so I have a hard time putting him in embarrassing stuff, or I doubt he makes dad jokes. So I think I'm just going to put him in caring father. I don't think he's a great role model. I think he makes a lot of mistakes that are pretty bad, but we'll put him in caring father. Kellum, I think he would just be an embarrassing dad. He would just be an embarrassing dad. I can just feel it. All right, Langbolt, bad dad. Tries to kill his son. Reptor, bad dad. I'm not even going to fight that one. Lewin, honestly, it's not his fault, though. Okay, so Lewin's a hard case. Lewin's a hard case to crack here. Because he is... Because after Gen 1, it's heavily implied, I'm pretty sure it's just like stated, that he is possessed by Holset or Forseti. And isn't actually like Levin anymore. Or Lewin anymore. So it's... I think I have to put him into, like... But... I think I have to put him in doesn't know how to dad. I think that's the best place for Lewin. Lex would definitely be a dad joke machine. No ifs, ands, or buts about that one for me. Libra would probably just be a very caring father. Longku doesn't know how to dad. It's not even a question to me. Manfroy, crap dad. Awful, awful, awful dad. Again, we don't necessarily see him be a father outright, but we know that in FE5 there's Sarah, and her whole story is really sad. So, and that Manfroy is her grandpa. So we're gonna put him in crap dad. Madir would definitely be a caring father. Noish, I have no idea. He's the blankest slate of all time. I'm gonna say he... So I guess he'd just go into caring father, but I think I'm like cares but embarrasses maybe. I just get the feeling that Noish should just be a good dad. Oifi. Oifi just strikes me as the dad joke kind of guy. Just strikes me as the dad joke kind of guy. Pent. Okay, Pent's an interesting one as well. He was like a great leader and stuff, and he also trained his children. Like he did pass down his teachings and stuff. I imagine him and Louise were good parents. Well, we'll put him in great role model. Priam, dude, I don't. That's a bad example. I don't freaking know. Or like he doesn't know how to dad. Rickon, he's literally a child. We're gonna put him in doesn't know how to dad. He's a child. Okay, Andre, who is... I was going to put him in crap dad. I don't know. He might have been fine, honestly. But Andre raised kind of a jerk. So, we'll do that. Okay, Sigurd. I'm going to put Sigurd into doesn't know how to dad but tries. I think Sigurd desperately wanted to be a good father, but he didn't know how. And ultimately, once Deirdre's gone, he's like really doesn't know what to do, and he just sends Seliph off with Oifi to like protect him, and they run off to Isaac and stuff. So yeah. All right, Stahl, definitely a dad joke machine. I'm not even gonna fight that one. Travant. I don't think he's necessarily a crap dad, but I think he's a bad example. He's a bad example to his kids. Or kids, kind of. I don't know. Vake definitely cares but embarrasses. I think he would try really hard to like teach his children to be awesome and stuff like he thinks he is, but he would just ultimately just embarrass the crap out of them. Valadar, no question, bad dad. Virion, I think would also be a cares but embarrasses children. Vylon, obviously, I think Vylon, or is it Byron? Is that what it actually is? I think he was a great role model. Did everything he could to save his country. He obviously trained Sigurd well. I think he's a great role model of a dad, and did everything he could to get the holy sword turfing to Sigurd, in hopes that Sigurd would be able to like use it to save the world. I don't know. He like risked his life to do that essentially. And I have IQ for some reason, but that's ignore him. Ignore him. All right, here we are. This is the FE dad tier list. This might be controversial in some way or another. I don't know. You guys might not agree with any of this for all I know. But these are the thoughts I have on different dads. And there might be more that in the series that I missed here or there. Feel free to mention those in the comments as well. This is just all I grabbed as I went through the series really quick and thought about it and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And comment, what do you think of this tier list? Why is it really bad? And tell me how to fix it. Which I probably won't fix it ever. But yeah, again, this was, and this tier list came from the Discord. FED Discord, you can find a link to it in the description. Click on the link, you join the Discord. There's people there who chat about Fire Emblem and all sorts of stuff. So it's a fun time. It was their idea to do the FE dad tier list. So here it is. Anyways, again, like, comment, subscribe. Bye!